Okay then, so today we're looking at 1945, Strikers 1945, and it's by Psikyo. It's a very, very conventional shoot 'em up series, but it is one that I actually enjoy, so we'll take a quick look at it. So it's effectively like Capcom's 1942, although the difference here is that you have more vehicles, more different planes, and they all control very, very differently to each other, and I've accidentally selected one I don't want to use. But one of the other things as well is, depending on the plane you end up choosing, depends on the level you start on. So if you've ever played a Psikyo shooter before, you'll notice immediately that it shares quite a few stalwarts in terms of the power-ups look identical to the same ones that appear in games like Gunbird. And it's got a really decent soundtrack. So ultimately, you're going up the screen, shooting things, and you want to keep on hammering the fire button. However, if you hold the fire button down, you'll see that those drones will move around, and then you can unleash hell, as it were, as Russell Crowe would say, unleash hell. And we're straight into a boss already, so they're very, very short levels. But these bosses are not your usual huge metallic monstrosities of death, because when you give enough damage to them, they'll actually turn into robots, which I don't recall being in World War II. I mean, my history isn't amazing, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't big, huge robots. So let's see how we get on. Oh, dear, I'm a bit rusty. So again, take out the red planes and that will reward you with power-ups. And we're on to the next stage. And it's a big battleship. I like the music in this. It really does feel like it's the sort of thing you can imagine playing as, like, everybody's walking up the hill to war. Really amphic. And then I love it when the actual bosses kick in. So yeah, there's been several 1945 games. You had two on the Sega Saturn, and then I believe one came out on the Neo Geo, possibly MVS. And they've been popping up all over the place. You can get them on Steam. You can get them on the Nintendo Switch. So ultimately, if you don't want to get the Saturn versions, there are plenty of alternatives. Luckily, the Saturn version of the game isn't actually that expensive. You can probably get both games for around the 25 to 40 quid mark, which I don't think is too unreasonable. Like I said, they're not amazing shooters. They don't have incredible mechanics, really clever comp scoring systems and all the rest, and the bosses are, the bosses are fun, but I wouldn't say that they're incredible. But I don't know, I really like the theme of it, and it's just good fun at the end of the day. But I'm doing absolutely terrible here, so let's fire off a bomb and we can move on to the next stage. So as with a lot of Psikyo games, you do have infinite continues, but once you get to the final level, you have to restart the level. So it becomes quite tricky. I don't think I ever have CC'd this. It's just stupidly hard. But it hasn't stopped me from trying, because it's just good fun. It is multiplayer as well, so if you've got a friend, you can basically grab them to basically help out. And it's not really, obviously it's not a bullet hell game, but it does get quite busy on the screen, as you can see here. Right, there you go, we've suitably powered up there. So again, the more you power up, the quicker you can take down many planes. And the different planes that you have, it's really worth experimenting with them, because some of them are miles better than others. Like there's one which chucks out a really useful shield, so you can kind of hide behind it. and it's very good for getting quite far into the game. So I'm just chucking away all my bombs here because ultimately we've kind of got a few continues, so it's just so you can see a little bit of what the game's like. Presentation's really cool on it. You've got numerous difficulty modes, and I think one of them's called Child and Monkey mode. And again, it's not pushing the Saturn graphically in any way. It doesn't really push the Saturn at all. But I think that's fine. It's still a significant step up from the Mega Drive shooters at the time. You can see that there's detail there. But yeah, I've had this ever since I got this is called Saturn, and even though it's a fairly straightforward game, I do always find myself returning to it. And if I do want to play a Saturn shoot 'em up, 9 times out of 10, this is the bugger that I end up putting on. It's just really good fun, and I love the silly mechanical bosses in it. So we're not doing too bad here, I say, trying to stay alive. If you obviously do like shoot 'em ups, I do try and put up a fair few videos because it is a genre that I'm a big fan of. But if you want more, I recommend Logo's Pal, because his is a great YouTube channel, and he's really good at shmups as well. He's probably better at shmups than I am, and it's really entertaining watching the stuff he puts up. So you definitely want to check his channel out. Again, look at this boss. Love it. Oh, and he's still going. Just when you thought it was safe, he comes back in a new robotic form, chucking loads of bullets at you. Little bugger. And there we go, nice pretty explosion. On to the next stage. Some helicopters in the mix now. Nice. So as you can see, the difficulty level is starting to ramp up, as you'd expect. Nice effect there, giving a good sensation of depth as you're looking down onto the enemy base below. Let's take out this tank. You have to excuse me, it's I find it very, very hard to play shoot 'em ups and I'm talking at the same time, because there is so much going on. So I don't know what your favourite Saturn shooter or series is, but by all means let me know, and if I've got the game in question, I may even be able to do a video on it for you. I do try and respond to all of my comments, so feel free to basically say what you like and don't like about the video, and I will do what I can to basically get back to you. So we'll probably be wrapping this up shortly. I like to try and keep my videos to around the 10-minute mark if I can, because I appreciate that there's so much more you could be watching on YouTube rather than just my poorly played videos. So this has been RetroGamerDaz. This has been Strikers 1945 for the Sega Saturn. It's also out on PlayStation, I should point out, and PS2. And if you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification button on the bottom right of this video so you don't miss out on anything else that I put up. Okay then, thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!